And I don't only feel lonely in that period. I feel like I wasn't important enough for that phone to have been completely put away. Like I'm always a plan C, because any beep on a phone or any distraction will have that person interrupt whatever conversation or interaction she's having with me, he or she is having with me, to give their attention to the little black box. So I think that is a real prejudicial, harmful, I'm not sure if prejudicial is the right word, I think it's harmful that I'm looking for, wedge into human personal relationships, with which anthropologically is how we were able to get past natural big wildcat predators and thrive as a species. And perhaps, if we don't come back from this cliff, if we don't have enough voices, enough writers, enough podcasters, enough photographers like yourself, bringing these people back from the cliff, I just see all of humanity just kind of floating off the edge of and just, going into loneliness. And then you've got all these things. You've got drug overdose and, all these problems that really make people very, very, very unhappy and nihilistic. And they don't believe anymore in the world, because the world is actually relationships.
Right.
People need a witness. Grief needs a witness. Love needs a witness. Happiness needs a witness.
Yeah.
But unless you want to,
the same piece. That's the same piece with our kids. Like, even just like you were talking about, like being present enough so that you can educate them, right? Like they don't even necessarily need our input in that space, right? Like they just need witness that we are sharing in the joy or their own discovery without even like having to speak. Like them just knowing them having that feeling that we are in the same space as them, the same room, and like just even observing them offers them this like safety to like just achieve a lot of growth and self-driven development on their own. My wife and I's kids, we were lucky enough to get the lottery into a Montessori program, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with Maria Montessori's teachings.
Dude, my kids study at a Montessori school here in Maringá.
Yeah. It's just like, and my wife and I are previous public high school teachers, and so we were, in the formality of public education that is the run of the mill, where everybody's getting taught the same thing at the same pace. You sit at the desk and you learn, you absorb, which we know doesn't work well, and watched that happen in our own classrooms. I mean, I think we were effective teachers. We were great at building relationships, but not everyone can do that. And for my kids in Montessori, I've just learned so much that like I actually don't have to do much at all in educating them. I just have to be present. I just have to offer a safe space that they know that they are seen. They know that I'm sharing in the development and sharing in the joy in a conscious way, because they can feel the difference. They can tell when you're half in, half out. That's when all of a sudden some kid gets hit in the head with a toy, right? They know that you have left the building. You have left the room. You're sitting on the couch, but you have left the building. And then that's when the block goes and hits Tess on the head. And because it brings you back in, right? And so they learn to do that. We're conditioning them to do that because of our own patterns with our devices. So it's something that we're just on the cusp of this. I had a childhood without a smartphone. I was born in '86. I had high school without social media, I think until my senior year of high school. So, and no one was really even on it. So it wasn't really, I was drawn to it, but not to where it was like, you didn't think about it. It's like, it was at the time where if like someone brought up, MySpace or Facebook, it was kind of like, ugh, like it was like, I guess cringy as it would say now, but it wasn't like that then. And, I think that gave me a sensibility to be in a position to make this work, right? I had a childhood, I observed other, families and parents growing up that weren't around it. And then we're jumped right in, as I'm coming into an adulthood and my own independence, that all of a sudden you're seeing this expectation of being tethered digitally start to align with everyday life. And here we are. It's, I don't know where I was going with that, but it's scary. And I think like our kids are going to be either really judgmental about the way we handled this, or they're going to be worse off than we are. And I hope they get to a case where they're judgmental and want to fix these problems.
I think we're going to fix it faster than you think. I mean, I think humans adapt very well. They notice when it's gone too far, and it's becoming completely noticeable, and people are screaming about it. Thousands of people, ever more, studies coming out in different countries, the Nordic countries that started introducing iPads in the classroom have retracted, have gone back to pen and paper and pencil, and hopefully the schools that have taken the physical and activities and free time and culture and theater and music out of the curriculum because of COVID, we'll start putting them back in and understanding that people need to move. And that's the whole Montessori idea as well. We're enchanted with that idea. And our kids here, just to compliment on what you said, because I think, we could discuss theory all we want, but real life experience moves people, and they're all like, oh shit. And what I would say is, my kids, when either me or my wife can be 100% present with them, are angels. They are so fantastic. They are so well behaved. But if we can't, if we're scattered because of work or because of a phone or anything, they become little Tasmanian devils. They will raise all hell because they notice that we're not fully committed. And then, it's amazing because then some parents might think, oh, but will I be sequestered by my children? Is that it? Is my life over? It's not, because your children also want to diversify, and they also get sick of you sometimes. So, if you think about the love languages idea, and then you fill that bucket up with quality time, when that bucket is pretty much, when they're satisfied, they will tell you. They're like, okay, Dad, you can go do whatever you want. We're going to go play here. And it's good. So all we got to do is maintain that quality time bucket and those love languages 80% plus, and they will let you go and they will let you have a time. Getting into some specific questions, I mean, was there a specific moment when your own behavior startled you into awareness? I ask because on your website, I kind of read the summary. I'm still waiting for your book to arrive. It cost 99 pounds plus like 50 pounds to get it shipped to Brazil. If I knew you were coming to Rio, I'd be like, dude, bring it and put it in the local mailbox for me. And it would have come out a little cheaper, but it was worth it. It's worth every penny, and it's fine.
Thanks, Max.
Before we go on, just, you're going to be in Rio next week in the Innovation Week. Just tell everyone here, we're going to try to get this podcast out as quickly as we can and drive it to people in Rio, that they go listen to you. I think it's really eye-opening. It's important. So tell us a little bit about that.